I really struggled. Eileen Gu discloses seizures and mental health crisis behind 2026 Olympic medals. Eileen Gu may have come back with 3 Olympic medals, but her journey was far from a bed of roses. In an interview after the victory in the women's halfpipe event, the freestyle skier explained her struggles, including her mental health issues, during the entire journey. Gu won 2 silver medals in slopestyle and big air. She defended her title from the halfpipe event that she had won previously at the 2022 Winter Olympics held in Beijing. Eileen Gu shares her mental condition before the Winter Olympics 2026. The official CGTN news handle on X, formerly Twitter, shared a clip of Gu conversing with journalists after her impressive victory in the halfpipe event. When asked about the mental state during the journey to the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics, she replied, "I think my answer here is twofold. One is about showing vulnerability. I've always thought that being the best is making things look easy. You are excellent, and it seems as though you kind of just cruised through life." Of course, she won another gold medal. She won 20 already, but I think with vulnerability, there's so much more power in that, because it empowers other people to feel as though they can undertake the journey, too. Gu added that she isn't interested in parading her medals or standing on stage to declare herself the greatest. Instead, the Olympic champion emphasized that her real goal is to inspire others, saying that if she can achieve it, then anyone else can too. The Chinese skier also revealed that she had suffered a concussion due to her injuries in 2025. In her words, "I really struggled. I had a lot of mental health issues after the last Olympics. I dealt with severe injury a year ago. I had a concussion in January of 2025. I had seizures after, and people were worried if I was going to wake up. That's a real terrifying experience to go through." Eileen Gu made the world take notice at the 2020 Winter Youth Olympics when she won 2 gold medals in big air and halfpipe and a silver medal in slopestyle. The world champion made a smashing Olympic debut at the Beijing Winter Olympics, repeating the performance. She also has 3 world championship medals, including 2 gold. All of these medals were won at the 2021 edition in Aspen, one of the 4 cities to have hosted the World Championships alongside Almaty, Ida, and Rogla. Behind the medals, Eileen Gu's reveal of seizures and mental health battles. At the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics, most of the world saw the spectacle of athletic triumph, gleaming medals, podium celebrations, and the triumphant rush of adrenaline. But beneath the sparkle of gold and silver, Eileen Gu revealed something more raw, more human, that her path to history had been marred by fear, by pain, and by an inner struggle far greater than what any scoreboard could measure. In the official post-event interview after defending her halfpipe title, Gu spoke not of personal records, crowd cheers, or social media buzz, but of dark nights and uncertainty. "I really struggled," she said, candidly acknowledging severe mental health challenges that followed her previous Olympic success as well as a frightening physical setback, a concussion that led to seizures and even moments when people around her feared she might not wake up. This revelation struck a chord. In an era where athletic perfection often assumes mythical proportions, Gu's honesty offered something rare, a champion willingly exposing vulnerability, not for sympathy, but for meaning. To understand why this moment matters requires going beyond the podium, into the mechanics of identity, pressure, and what it means to truly struggle. The hidden battle, when the trophy isn't enough. The Olympics are built on images of triumphant young athletes, bodies poised mid-air, faces alight in victory. But Gu's journey reminds us that behind every flawless descent, there can be unseen fractures. Her path from the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics to Milan 2026 was anything but linear. After her early career achievements, which included multiple golds and knee-iconic status, Gu encountered a period of introspection and difficulty. What many viewers didn't see was what came after the spotlight dimmed: post-Olympic mental health challenges, anxiety, and physical injuries that turned her body and mind into unpredictable adversaries. The concussion she suffered in January 2025 wasn't just a bruise or a momentary lapse. It triggered seizures, forcing her to confront her own brain's fragility. Friends, family, and even medical professionals feared she might not pull through. This combination of physical concussion and psychological weight isn't isolated. Many elite athletes report similar experiences, including post-Olympic depression, a condition where the abrupt end to intense competition and public adulation leaves emotional whiplash. For GU, someone who had tasted success early and intensely, the contrast between external glory and internal emptiness was stark. The seizures weren't just a medical crisis, they were symbolic. They represented a mind under siege, not just by neurological signals gone awry, but by expectations, scrutiny, and the crushing weight of public identity. More than medals, the courage to speak out. In her remarks, GU made a point of redefining success. She wasn't there to parade medals or declare herself the greatest. Instead, she highlighted vulnerability as a source of strength, a theme she hopes empowers others to take on their own battles, athletic or personal. That's a profound shift. For decades, elite sports culture has valorized stoicism. Don't show weakness, don't let pain be seen, push until something breaks. But GU's message flips that on its head. By admitting that she wrestled with mental health, struggling tooth and nail to get back to her sport, she challenges the myth that success comes without suffering. This is important for two reasons. It makes space for authenticity, a global sports icon admitting that the path wasn't smooth. It normalizes struggle, normalizing that even those at the peak deal with fear, self-doubt, and recovery. In doing so, GU stands not just as a skiing champion but as a voice for athletes and young people everywhere who grapple with invisible pressures. The physical toll, from injury to fear. The details GU shared about her injury read like a dramatic storyline. A crash in training, a concussion, followed by seizures that left people unsure if she would wake up. For an athlete whose fame was built on precision and control, this loss of agency was terrifying. In a world where elite competitors' bodies are instruments of performance, a neurological injury destabilizes that relationship profoundly. The fear wasn't just about her athletic future, but about her very self, her identity, her independence, her mind. It's one thing to get injured, it's another to confront an internal response you cannot regulate. These are the moments that don't make highlight reels, but shape character. Mental health, a victory beyond scars. After high-profile competitions, athletes often retreat into silence, expected to bounce back without showing cracks. GU's revelation contrasts sharply with that norm. By openly acknowledging her mental health struggles, not just temporary sadness, but real issues after her last Olympics, she reframes mental health as a battle,